name is TyrionLanstr. Today I want to talk about some of the changes that were recently made, specifically to one of the changes to refinement. And as I talk about this, I'm also going to discuss a little bit about kind of what I recommend people do for the new Alliance Conquest season that's just about to start. So let's go ahead and hop right into refinement. So first I want to point out, I think I showed this a while back, my pages are almost completely full at this point. I have this page down here that's almost done, and then this one that's green, but the rest are all done. This one I still actually don't have an offhand equipment that's gold yet, so I still need to fill that one up. But I'm very, very close to being completely done with refinement, which is pretty impressive for me. And I think just in general, it's a lot of accounts are getting close to that point. So, first thing I want to discuss is what just changed recently. The biggest change is that they've added this way to convert refined rough into wash stones. I think this is a pretty clever change in terms of, I'm sure there are a ton of people that have way too many refined rough and nothing to do with them, and it gives the opportunity for people to really roll a lot more, to kind of customize their refinement to be what they want. The other thing that they did that I think is probably smart is that, with that high number of wash stones that a lot of people have, and that's really just that I had saved up, they've also included this shuffle here at the bottom, where you can choose to shuffle 10, 20, 50, 100, or the max number of times that you have. Now, I haven't used that yet, but my understanding of that is that then when you choose to shuffle something, it'll actually do more than just the one, and you'll end up shuffling multiple times through that. And the way to control for that is that it will still stop once you get one of your desired stats that would be on this list here. So that's kind of the premise of the things that have changed. Now I want to talk about what I would recommend people do for Alliance Conquest. So within my Alliance of Tough, I actually am a rally lead-ish for us. I'm, someone that I've tried to really focus on my cavalry stats. So as you can see, I have cavalry attack very focused. I have it on every single page. I also have army size on every single page. I think army size is pretty much mandatory. Like, everyone should try to get army size in refinement. I think it's probably the most important thing on there. Now, beyond that, the total attack and enemy total attack reduction, along with cavalry attack, those are all because I am a rally leader for us. I want to be having as high combat stats as possible. The rally size expansion is also only because I am a rally leader. If I was not a rally leader, I would not care about the rally size expansion. And once AC season is over, I will roll out the rally size expansion because it just isn't that helpful to my account beyond AC season. Now, what would I want if I were not a max, or, wow, I'm super not a max account, but what if I were not a rally lead account, sorry. So I would say that the main things I would be focused on would be hospital healing speed, for sure. That would be number one. Definitely army size. And the reason why army size would still be important to me is that army size means that I can reinforce with more troops, and each regiment can then have more troops in it, which is very, very big. So those would be my number 1 and 2, most important things for AC season. Beyond that, I think that if I have other combat stats, that's fine. But if I was a rally filler, meaning just kind of another member in my alliance not meant to rally lead, these would be the two that I would make sure that I have on every page: army size and hospital healing speed. And again, because you have the ability to roll through them, you could just set it like this and then click one of them to roll through. Let's say I was okay, I don't want this total attack anymore, which I'm not going to do because I'm not crazy. But in theory, I would just re-roll it, and then I would get one of those two at some point. Okay, so within that, okay, so cool. Those are two for the rally fillers, but what would they fill their other things with? Again, they could do combat stats if they wanted, but what I would really recommend doing is actually probably the motivation recovery, and then either training speed, research speed, maybe the endurance recovery, but I think I'd probably lean training or research speed being the fourth and final one. If you ever think your account is going to be a rally leader, then maybe you can start getting some total attacks and things like that, just because those are hard to get to. But I definitely would not keep any troop attacks or any troop health or defense. They're just really not that important, again, if you are a rally filler in AC. The thing that people need to realize is just your individual castle. If you're not a rally leader, you should not be tanking hits. You should make sure that your troops are always either in a building or in a rally. They should never be anywhere but those two places. And that's how to be maximally efficient. And then you're never really needing your own personal stats. They just shouldn't really matter. So I hope that that's helpful for people and kind of knowing what it is that they want. Again, I think that army size is just a totally always good for everyone type of thing. And then I think that, to be fair, total attack, it's just rare that you ever want to roll out total attack. It tends to be the hardest one to get, and if you get it, you should probably hold on to it. I will say that it's important for people to realize total attack and total attack reduction, which is better for your account. So I would say that in general, total attack is better when you're attacking someone who is weaker than you. Total attack is better when you're attacking someone who's stronger than you. Total attack reduction is better when you're attacking someone weaker than you. The reasoning for this is that if your total attack is already higher than theirs, then you lowering theirs more is a greater change than you raising yours more. So that's basically the analysis I would say for people. Like, if you're a weaker account, you want to focus more on total attack. If you're a stronger account, you want to focus more on the total attack reduction. To be fair, if you're a stronger account, you probably have both of them maxed, but that's just in general for people to understand, like, which one is better for my account. And then the other thing I would keep in mind is, like, when do you want to use either total health or even troop health? And I would say pretty much if you're going to be a castle holder or someone that's trying to hold castles for your alliance, or if you're ever going to try to rally tank, then you're really going to want more health and defense, because that's going to mean that those hits aren't doing as much damage, frankly. But if you're like me, you want to just hit hard as you can, go for the total attack, go for the troop attacks, and settle up with those. So I hope this was helpful for people in understanding what to kind of do for Alliance Conquest season. Really looking forward to this season. We've got our first match coming up very soon at our new time. We're doing 1900, so I will let you guys know how it goes, but I'm definitely looking forward to our new season. And until next time, my name is TyrionLanstr. I'll see you then.